Tom was on a night out with his girlfriend when he started hallucinating and hearing voices. The next thing he remembers is being in A&E.
I had a visual hallucination. I couldn't remember. I went to cinema with my partner. Had to pull the car over and just broke down. I could see blood on my hands, but there was nothing there. And I don't really remember from that point on to being in A&E.
I contacted all of the hospital trusts across the Midlands to find out how big a problem this is. They came back to me with some interesting findings. We found out that in the last 3 years, more than 60,000 people have turned up to A&Es like this one with a mental health problem. That works out at around 2 people every hour arriving at emergency departments across the Midlands. A snapshot of the Shanks family. They're like any other. They have a very close-knit bond, but they also know how to wind each other up. There are 7 children in total, 6 of whom have autism. It's described by some as a disability, but that's not how they see it.
Autism, to me, is a superpower. It gives me the power to do whatever I want to do.
It all started in 1928 when a group of disabled veterans took a tray of poppies to a church in Westminster. There, some of the men started pushing the poppies into the ground, creating the very first Field of Remembrance. This is Stephen's home, a phone box on the side of a busy road in Birmingham. The 42-year-old has been homeless for the last few years and used to stay in the city centre. He's now moved to Bordsley Green and into this phone box as he says he feels safer there.
But I don't feel like normal, because it isn't normal, is it? You know, it's like distressing.
Well, Rebecca Burrows has been behind the scenes at the show at De Montfort University. Rebecca, the stage is actually set, so what's going to be happening there?
Yes, well, I'm on the catwalk here at this very special fashion show where rehearsals have been getting away all this afternoon. And this has been set up by Lydia, who founded a project called the I Love Me project. And essentially, it is what it says on the tin. It's all about young people helping to improve their confidence, helping them to love themselves. Now, this is because Lydia herself, when she was at school, she was bullied for her smile. For 2 years, she didn't like smiling, but that's all changed now. She's overcome those insecurities, and she's been very busy setting up this fashion show, so we can have a chat with Lydia. Lydia, are you okay to have a chat with us now?
Yes.
So, well done on this.
Thank you.
So the theme for this year is disability. Do you want to tell us why you chose that theme?
I chose the theme after losing my dad unexpectedly 2 years ago, and through the grief I just went through a really deep depression. Didn't even realize I was depressed. Googled what it meant, and I saw that it's classed as a form of disability.
Good evening and welcome to ITV News Central. Renovation work on a block of flats in Nottinghamshire has been halted following the fire in London. The building in Gedling was due to have cladding installed on the outside. The cause of the fire in Kensington is still under investigation, but it is feared external cladding was the main reason the flames spread so quickly. Callum Watkinson reports.
Well, Rebecca joins us now in the studio. And Rebecca, what else is being done to help vets like Richard who are struggling with mental health?
Yes, well, quite a lot's been done in the last few years to tackle this high suicide rate among vets. The Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons has invested £1 million into a 5-year project called Mind Matters. Now, there's lots more about this on our website, but essentially they're aiming to improve the mental health and well-being of those within the veterinary industry by encouraging them to talk about their mental health